Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans. And listen, I wanted to jump on. I was getting ready to for bed, and the Lord said, "I need you to share your testimony and give my children a word of encouragement." So I said, "Okay, I'm ready to go to bed. Got my pajamas on." I want to let you know God has not forgotten you. I want to first of all thank all of the people who supported me on the Court Night Live and watched it, and it was wonderful. And when it had ended, the first thing that I thought was like, God, I waited all of this time, and it was so brief and so limited, and I began to feel a certain way, like, dang, guys, let me tell you something. You are my child. I know when you're tired. I know when you're sleepy. I know when you're afraid. I know everything about you. He said, just because you've been redirected does not mean that that's your final destination. Y'all know the GPS. It'll take you off the main road, take you to some side streets, but you're going to get where you're supposed to be. God has been with you when you was ready to give up on yourself. God been with you when you was in a bar, didn't know if you was, how you was gonna get home. You made it home. God was with you when you was going through that divorce. God was with you when you got that bad diagnosis. God was with you when you found out that your child is died. God has been with you. He ain't forsaken you. He been there right down there with you. See, it's so easy for people to say, well, you know what? That person is not doing what can benefit me. God, like, where is she? Let me go find my daughter. Let me get down there with her. In the Bible, there was a prophet, Elijah, and he had slain all these prophets. And listen, one woman spoke against him, Jezebel, and he got nervous. And he ran and he fled. Instead of God dogging him, man, you know what you just did? You ain't got no faith. You ain't this. He said, get some rest and get something to eat. Because he understood that he was human, that the depression, the anxiety he was feeling. He said, just get some rest. He didn't condemn him, but he understood where he was. But he knew that he had to replenish him to take him to a higher journey. How many things have we been through in our life where we like, I know I'm counted out? Some of y'all should have been in prison. God said, not guilty. Some of y'all should have been charged with a crime. God didn't let that happen. Don't feel that just because you've hit a roadblock that it's over with. It's not. God is maturing you and making you stronger. See, he want to get to the point where when your mama die, when your daddy die, when your husband leave you, when you get the bad report, you know what you can say? God been with me all my life, and I'ma still trust him. I know what it looked like to everybody else, but I'ma trust God because some of y'all, man done counted out. And when you were saved from that destruction, oh, I was with you, I was praying with you. No, you wasn't. But God always been there. And he always is. And what he's trying to train you by not letting you fulfill your marriage, by not letting you stay at that job, he got something better for you. Look at what God has delivered you from. And he's not going to stop. God ain't trying to punish you. He's redirecting you and he's maturing you. Because out of your challenge is a testimony of God's greatness, of God's peace, of God's love, so that you can share other people. You know what? He was charged with first degree murder. Wait a minute, I got one better. He was in a penitentiary. God called the courts to say, let my son go, let my daughter go. That's the kind of God we serve. When we were supposed to, well, we about to check out, you know what I'm saying? We got a bad doctor report. God called disease off. But even if he don't, he's still God. And he has delivered you from so many things that if you start thinking, you'd be like, oh, don't remind me. I understand. Be encouraged. Know that this is an opportunity. God is redirecting you, repurposing you for something greater. It may not be what you think it is, but God is going to do something great for you. He's just waiting for how you going to react to the situation. You going to condemn him. Even if you do, he still love you. But he want to be able to say, we got to go in a different way. That don't let this detour define you, because it's not. It's not the end of your journey. It's part of your journey. So for those of you all that are contemplating why this happened to me and God don't love me, come on. He done saved you from things, okay? He done saved you from car accidents, plane crashes, getting robbed, getting killed. God done that. So you got to continue to trust him. Get some rest, like I'm about to do. Take care of your body. Because, baby, let me tell you something. God gonna take you to the next level. He ain't done with you. So be prepared. He might have called you out of a marriage, but he gonna put you in another one. And if he don't, he gonna build you up to be the person that you should be. The person that you lost. He's gonna give life to that person. So that you can look in the mirror and say, damn, you bad. I love you. You the truth. Okay? Hold on. Be encouraged. Know that God got your back and he ain't gonna leave you. And get some rest and get some good food. Talk to you soon. Love you guys.